Well, hello my lovelies, I'm back in the car again. The only thing is I have made it back to Drogheda. Sorry, I'm trying to get out of it. Of a junction. There we go. I'm just out running some errands. I came home from Haley's, got her settled. We've run into some administrative issues, but we're getting it sorted. I'm getting paperwork. That's what I'm out doing now. I'm getting paperwork, submitting paperwork, doing all that type of stuff. So how's everybody doing? I feel like I live in my car. I actually feel like I need to get a coffee machine for the car, and then I'd be happy. But anyway, I am back from Donegal, and when I came back, I was actually poorly for 2 days. I was sitting in the kitchen talking to the kids when I came back. Obviously Keri's excited. Carl was just glad to have someone else home to help him with the dog. And it was like as if my core, that's the only way I can describe it, was frozen. And you know when you can't get the heat into you and you're just frozen. Even to touch, I was cold. So I don't know if it was because Haley was poorly and I was just fighting that, because I haven't got poorly. I did feel shit for 2 days and I went to bed for 2 days. And I was nursed by Miss Keri. So yeah, it was nice. But I am third day. We are leaving in 2 days. So poor old Keri is at home like a lunatic, trying to pack up all her stuff and get organised. Lucky enough, she's not having to move slow cookers and all stuff like that, because she only needs her food. She doesn't need food. She's living with my mum. It's not as if she needs food. My mum, if anything, she'll take care of her 100%, obviously. But she needs her clothes, makeup, everything for college. As I said, because she's out in the sticks of Galway, there isn't many shops that if she's short stuff, and then she'd have to go shopping in Galway City after finishing college. Then she's on a timeline for buses. So we're trying to just get as much stuff organised as we can before she goes. So God love her, she was out last night with her little list, ticking off all her stuff off her college packing list. But she's a bit stressed and a bit overwhelmed. In between us leaving, we actually have the, what do you call it? The hospital. So that's an 8 o'clock appointment, which means we're up at 6. I have to leave the house by 20 to 7 and head down there, but we'll cross that bridge. So I'm home, I'm doing a few bits. The one thing I want to sort of get done before I leave again is I want to change all the sheets in my bed, duvet covers, and try and finish off my room. There's not much I can do to help Keri because it's all her clothes and stuff like it's not like Haley where I was trying to pack up slow cookers, dishwashers, stuff like that. That's easy. I can move them to the car. But with Keri, it's her clothes and she has to make decisions on them. So there's not much I can do to help. So I'm going to try and clean my room today. I have 2 more pieces of paperwork to fill in and get them posted off. So I'm going to do that now. What else do I need to do? Oh, I need to make sure I get Carl and Haley in some ready meals for when I'm not here, because when I go to drop Keri down to Galway, Haley is coming down from Donegal because they have orthodontic appointments on Monday. But I won't be here, so she has to get the bus and then walk up from the bus station. But I won't be there, so I just thought I'll just grab ready meals. They'll be in. I only need the ready meals, yogurts, a bit of bread. I think that's all we need. So I'm going to fly down to Super Value because I have vouchers for Super Value. I got €10 for registering on the app. I got €8 in the post. So that's €18 off, I think, a €50 shop. So I'm going to utilise that today, because obviously with the amount of fuel I'm using going around the country, yeah, it's just not funny at the moment. Prices have come down, but it's just not funny. So yeah, that's how we're sitting. I am sort of, as I said, took 2 days off in bed because I was just, and I knew myself, my body was fighting something. But touch wood, didn't get sick per se, just felt shit for 2 days, and feel fine today. A little bit nasally, but I'm feeling fine. So gonna go grab this stuff up, and then we're gonna go do a shop. All right, guys. So I'm just back from Super Value in the shop. So I'm going to put that away. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to strip my bed, and I'm going to start working on my bedroom. But I'll link the food shop probably up here somewhere, at the top somewhere here. But yeah, I came in. Keri has an awful lot of her stuff ready. We're just filling up the end of the stuff so we can start getting ready. Take it out to the car. She has to disassemble her computer, which she can't do until after she does her induction for college, and she has to do that before we can leave to go down to my mum's. So yeah, so gonna go up, try and get something done in my room. It actually is so close to finishing, it's not even funny. I just need maybe 2 hours of just digging into it. Right, I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay guys, so it is Thursday and we are heading to Beaumont Hospital. Again.
Except this time at the crack of dawn.
You have to protect your voice, Keri.
But this time at the crack of dawn. Literally.
It is 6:50. We have to be there for
5 to 8.
5 to 8. Sorry, Keri's at hand.
I'm
Just
here.
move you a little.
I is here.
You is here. So this is going up to get the results of your
Nucleomedical scan.
yeah, great fun. And it is Belgian rain. The only good thing is it is not cold.
It's 15 degrees.
Yeah. Just coming up to 10 to 7 in the morning. So hopefully we'll be ahead of the morning rush hour. So there shouldn't be much delays. Oh my god. It's an unearthly hour in the morning to be up. And it was like as if Tony knew I had to be up early, because I think I was tossing and turning because I was aware that my alarm was going to go off at 6. And I think he knew that I wasn't sleeping right, so he kept waking up. And he was up and down off the bed like a yo-yo in the middle of the night. And at one point he came, and it was like as if he was trying to tell me to go to sleep. He just put his head on my head as much to say,
Rest, child.
Yeah.
Rest.
And his head's heavy. It's a heavy head. Yeah. Right, we'll talk to you when we get to Beaumont and we figure out what's going on. So guys, it is later on in the day. We are back from the hospital. They want to see her again in 6 months. They have to redo the nuclear scan thing, because the image wasn't clear enough. Her kidney isn't functioning at full capacity, or the capacity they were, but they said it's sort of within normal range of what they were expecting from a kidney in that position. So yeah, so that worked out quite well. As I said, she doesn't have to go back again until March. So she is happy enough with that. So then we came home, she did her induction, got really excited, all the different things. But there is a mandatory on-site, I don't know if it's mandatory or it's extremely highly recommended. Sorry, these are actually sitting on top of the succulent on my windowsill. So don't move, don't breathe, don't do anything. So she said it was mandatory, and then she said no, it's highly recommended from the course tutors and lecturers that they go on site tomorrow from 9:30. And they're brought on a full site campus tour. They're shown where everything is. They go through everything. They meet all their lecturers, everything like that, which is really beneficial. Yeah, hopefully anyway. So we had a dilemma. We're obviously moving Keri down to my mum's. Now my mum lives 1.5 to 2 hours the other side of Galway, depending on traffic. So we were going to drive down there today, but she has to be on site tomorrow at 9:30. So it meant we would have had to be up would have had to leave the house, my mum's house, tomorrow at 7 to be in for 8:30. Anyway, so we were fluffing and we were thinking, or do we just wait till the morning and leave from here, which is about a 2 hour, 45-minute drive. Again, we'd probably have to leave about 6. So then we were just thinking about it and we were saying, oh my God, like what do we do? The dilemma of it all. So what we've come up with, and this is so last minute, it is actually, I'll tell you now, it is 16:28, so 4:28, so it's 4:30. I've literally just gone in and booked a hotel for tonight. So what we decided we would do, since it's me and Keri, we said what we'll do is we'll go down, we'll stay in a hotel. It's a 10-minute walk from the college. So in the morning, we can get up, have breakfast. She can walk up to the hotel. She can walk up to the campus and I can stay and do some of my editing. And actually, because there's no other distractions, I might actually manage to get ahead of myself. So that is our plan. So we're sort of in, because we didn't know what we were doing and we were sort of RC around all morning, going, will we go, will we stay, which way for her induction to finish, obviously to figure all this out. So, yeah, now we're just sort of in panic mode and throwing stuff together. I packed about 6 pairs of trousers, but that was because they were just to hand and I just put them into a case. So, going to get all that organised. Carl's going to help her pack up the car. We're staying in, I can't remember the name of the hotel. We'll know when we get there. I look at the booking reference, I printed it off. But anyway, so that's the plan now, is to drive down, stay overnight in the hotel. She can walk. I can stay in the hotel. If she finishes about lunchtime, brilliant. We'll just drive out to my mum's then, and it's only an hour's drive. So it's, you know, an hour and a half. So it's not too bad, as opposed to trying to get up in the morning, boot all the way down. Then I have to find somewhere where I can sit for a couple of hours because it's not worth going out to my mum's and back. So yeah, so we're organised in an unorganised way. This, I swear to God, I make plans, and I swear to God, my father, Lord have mercy on his soul, but my father sits up there and just goes, nah, that's too straightforward. And he messes everything up. I'm blaming him because he's not here to defend himself, so might as well blame someone. Right, I will talk to you once we're loaded and on the road. Well, hello guys, it is the next day. We made it to Galway last night. We're staying in a place called, I think it's Flannery's Hotel. Absolutely lovely hotel. Wasn't sure what to expect because it's an older hotel and you were sort of like, oh, but it's a lovely hotel. I'll give you a hotel room tour now in a minute. But when we got into the car last night, by the time we'd packed up and everything, it was after 6 when we left. And so I'm just watching people go out to their car, all dragging suitcases. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it was late when we got going and we were hungry. So I'd already got in the ready meals for Carl. So I said to Keri, we'll stop on the way down, we'll get something to eat. And we did. And then we were going to record and we were actually going to have a bit of a chat with us about her college and how she was feeling and stuff. But when we stopped and we got something to eat, she then, it was dark by the time we were leaving the restaurant. It wasn't a restaurant, it was, what you call it, service. She actually got into the car and went fast asleep. So I couldn't say it, and she slept all the way to Galway. So that's why I didn't record last night, because then when we came into the room, she literally went and had a shower and hopped straight into bed and was asleep. But I know she was so stressed over the hospital yesterday and then the induction and all that. So I can't blame her really for falling asleep. So this morning we got up, we had breakfast. And I've come up to the room. I'm going to go down. I've just made myself a coffee with my own coffee. I find the coffees in hotels can be quite strong and they rip the stomach off me first thing in the morning. So, sorry, I'm holding this and my arm is sore. Tired. I don't want to balance it on the window in case you take a dive out the window on me. But beautiful breakfast, absolutely glorious. Sausages were gorgeous. I don't eat bacon, so sausages were lovely. So Keri's walked up to college. She's doing her induction now. Not her induction, her campus tour and meet the lecturers and all that malarkey. So I am going to, just made my coffee. I'm going to go down. It's sunny. It's not warm, but it's sunny. Not cold either. Fairly mild for September, let's put it that way. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to drink my coffee downstairs, sit in the sunshine. Because it is quite dark, the room. But I will show you the view from my room and I'll give you a room tour. Okay guys, so this is the room tour of the hotel myself and Keri were staying in. So I'm standing with my back to the door. So when you come in, to just immediately to your left, you've got a wardrobe. And you have ample hanging space in there. You have a hairdryer, a safe, and with the wardrobe. Then you also have a luggage stand. And then to the right, you have a beautiful bathroom. I love the colours in this. But it comes with your toiletries, towels, everything. And it comes with a bath. Sorry, just shut over this door so you can see. Oh, sorry, kicked the bin. So it comes with a fine size bath. Beautiful pressure on the shower. Your towels. I don't particularly like step over baths. I think they're lethal. But you do have your handrail. And you have your glass door or shower screen to keep the water in. I just don't particularly like step over baths. So then coming back out, you have this archway into the bedroom. Now this bedroom is a 4-person, so you have a double and 2 single beds. Now this is obviously the next day, so we have slept in the beds. So, and then here you have, on the left you have your TV. You have a table and chairs. That's our luggage ready to go. The other chair I moved down there because I was working this morning. But they were there last night. Actually quite nice, quite a little cosy. On a plus side, you do get an espresso. Took us ages to figure out how to work it. And the water you couldn't put under the tap in the sink. You had to put it under the bathtub, because it was too big to fill. There's also a full-length mirror and a mirror above the workstation, I suppose. This is where I was working this morning. So you have a kettle, tea bags, cups, everything all laid out. Nice little shelf, good solid wood panel. The lights do come on above it. So, and it's quite a big area. Then down here, sorry, it's my hair. Then down here you've got a little, bookshelf. And you have the window. And there's the beds. So it's a fairly big room. And considering there was only the two of us, so it was quite warm though. But it is quite warm out, so. But yeah, that is the hotel room. Alright guys, so we made it down to Mum's last night. There's the sheep. So this is all my car emptied of Keri's stuff. She still has to organise it. As I said, we only arrived down last night. So Keri, you're down in Grandma's.
Yes.
You all set for this new chapter?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them about your induction day yesterday?
Yeah. So basically, they did like a taster, I guess, of what like you're going to be doing. And it was really interesting for me because I'm not from Galway. So they did like a taster of what we're going to do, which was like walking all over Galway and like literally like your man was actually very good, but you know, one of those professors that you're kind of sitting there going, maybe it's time, my friend. But he's meant to be coming back this year, but he was really funny because he was like, you know, basically, like, we were going around, we were looking at different things, and I said to Mum, you know where Shop Street is? And Mum was like, yeah. I said, did you know there's a clock that says Dublin time? And she was like, no.
Explain to them why it says Dublin time.
So basically years ago, when like in the 1800s, the trains used to run on Dublin time.
But it's not because there's a 20-minute difference
in the sunset and sunrise.
So Galway were 20 minutes
behind Dublin. So the train, so a lot of people couldn't read the train times. So what they would do is have a clock because they could read the clock.
Right.
So they would read the clock, but it would say Dublin time underneath, and then they'd run on that principle.
Oh, okay.
So it was actually for the trains, but it's all, I mean, you know where the train station is.
Yeah.
Where's Shop Street?
Yeah, but that's where people are doing their shopping. So it gave them a time for the train.
So then they were showing like different parts of literally medieval walls that were being hidden.
In the city?
In the city.
Wow.
Like Dunstores.
Dunstores. Has a medieval wall.
Has a medieval foundation.
Sorry, I'm going to lean against the wall.
Because a lot of the planning what the planning authority do is they say, right, so there's a heritage site here, you have to preserve it.
Right.
But the law when Eyre Square was being built was that you just had to preserve it.
You didn't have to
display it. You didn't have to protect it. You had to protect it, but you didn't have to show it. So what ended up happening was in the Eyre Square shopping centre, there is a 20-foot medieval wall.
Wow.
And 2 towers. The second tower was very poorly reconstructed. If anyone knows anything about history, what's in a tower?
Stairs.
Windows. What isn't there? Windows.
Right, okay.
So,
sorry, I have to swap hands, carry my arms.
So, it was really good like that. We got to do little bits throughout the day, and we do 4, they said 20 to 30. Sometimes.
I think that's Emily. Somebody's coming to visit and Mommy's talking to them.
So we would just stop.
But
so we did a huge taster and I really enjoyed it.
I was going to say, did it make you excited for your course?
Yes, it actually did. And I was sitting there going, oh, I can't wait.
Brilliant.
And we did, we went to Eyre Square and I was saying to him, do you know the full name of Eyre Square? Because I would only know it as Eyre Square. You would only know it as Eyre Square.
Yeah.
No. It's Eyre Square JFK Memorial Square.
Did not know that.
There's nothing there for JFK.
No.
He went to Eyre Square.
He
had a statue there.
He was dead before I was born.
Yeah, but the memorial was only removed in the 1980s.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was there apparently the whole time, and then when they got bored of it, they hushed it off.
Oh.
Same with we have 2 Crimean War cannons.
I didn't know that.
At City Hall, and again, they used to be in Eyre Square.
Wow.
Were removed because...
And I find that fascinating because me and you I'm coming down here 46 years.
I've been down here my whole life and I never knew that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's the doorway to the west. It's a merchant's house. And funny enough, the museum that's around the corner has a designated spot for it.
Wow.
And the council won't move it. And the reason that big barrier went up is because people were climbing it and it was falling down.
Oh.
And they won't put it into the museum because it's heritage, but you're letting it be destroyed by the elements, so...
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So it got you excited. You're all excited.
Very excited.
And you have to go on Monday, you're starting officially.
Yes.
And you have to go and see the woman about your Spanish.
Yes.
And happy days.
Yeah.
You excited?
So, very excited.
And you happy to be down here? Yeah. You always lived down here though.
I did, and what's really funny is they were saying, your man brought up something and then he showed the pictures and I panicked. He was like, we have to spend 5 days in the burn. I can tell you now that I think I saw tents.
Tents?
Tents.
Oh dear.
Keri ain't a camping girl.
Oh well.
Worst case scenario, they put us into a hostel, but
fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go because I have to get on the road and get moving back.
And I have to sort out my schedules.
You do, and you also have to book your bus for Monday.
I do.
And it has to be booked online.
Yes.
Okie dokie. All right, we'll talk to you later, guys.
All right, bye.
Funny thing, we came down last night and met my mum in Clifton to go in for something to eat with Keri. And I said to her, God, I'd love to get my hair cut. So we went over to the hairdressers to make an appointment for today. And she couldn't fit me in, but she squeezed me in last night. It was one of those things where she said, oh no, she says, I'll take her now. So she literally sit down and I'll cut your hair. So I did get my hair cut. I'll show it to you better when it's down. But I got about a good 3 inches off my hair. So I am actually heading home today because Hayley is coming down from Letterkenny. We've got orthodontist on Monday. What else happening on Monday? That's really it. Hayley has to get back up then for college. I don't think there's much else happening. But yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. We've just unloaded the car. I now have to load the car with all the stuff that Hayley left behind. And stuff my mum got me, stuff mum got Carl. All that has to to skedaddle back up. Some of it will go up to Hayley's when she's finished in the orthodontist. Some of it's going back to my house, but there isn't much, in fairness. So, yeah, let's have to get cracking with that now. So, guys, I have left my mum. Sorry, the camera looked funny. Sorry, I've left my mum's. I'm on my way home because I have Hayley is arriving down tonight from Letterkenny. Carla's at home trying to fight a big spider that Tony wants to eat. Yeah, the drama of it all, eh? But anyway, I am going to put on my music. I'm actually going to take my time driving home, and I'm just going to enjoy the peace and the quiet and the scenery as I'm going. Just zone, make that happy little journey and quiet time for myself. I am listening to an audiobook. It is the, what's it called? The Art of an Affair or something. It's by that French lady. Can't think of her name. But if I see it, if I remember, I'll stick it up on screen here, the book I'm reading. But yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my time heading home, put on my music or put on the end of my audiobook. I got myself some snacks. I'm having some, never saw these before. They're the Poppet, the caramel fudge. Is it? Milk chocolate coated salted caramel fudge. New Poppets. So I'm going to eat them. Going to have my coffee. Saunter up the road. Have the bit of quiet time, bit of downtime. Probably put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Because yeah, I'm done. I need to sort of catch my breath before we start all off on Monday with the dentist and then back up to Letterkenny again and all that running around. So yeah, guys, I will talk to you in my next one when our next week's adventures start, which is starting on Monday. The dentist. What else have I got going on? Letterkenny. I don't know what else have gone on next week. Next week things are beginning to calm down now that the girls have resituated. So, next Friday, I think I am coming back down to Keri. Even though I did her first day induction with her and I heard all about it, I'm dying to hear how her first week goes because that's the week where they a taste a week. So I want to hear all about that. So I'll have that as well. And I'm sure Mammy will probably want to pop up and give her insightfulness of back to a college student that she used to chauffeur around. Right guys, until next time, I will talk to you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.